Hi, my name is Sabrina Mangiello. This is Crash Course Environmental Science. Today we're going to be talking about sustainability. Now, the question that most likely just popped into your head is, what is sustainability?
Sustainability is the potential for long-term maintenance of well-being, which has ecological, economic, political, and cultural dimensions, which requires the reconciliation of environmental and social equity with economic demands.
But who gets what all that means? In simpler terms, sustainability is the capacity to endure. Achieving sustainability will enable the Earth to continue supporting life. Now, there are two main types of sustainability. First, the sustainability of resources, like a certain type of fish. Or a kind of tree. Well, that was kind of over dramatic. I mean, I get it, it's where you live, whatever. Just have some composure, I don't know. Anyway, the second kind of sustainability is that of an ecosystem, like planet Earth. Sustainable development is really important. If we want our ancestors to have a place to live, or for them to, live at all, then there are a few guidelines we have to follow. Sustainable development must be evolutionary. Not revolutionary. To achieve a sustainable future, we can't make temporary, superficial changes. We need to change the values we have in our day-to-day lives. Our current lifestyle of use for convenience and wasting just won't cut it. And definitely not to be forgotten, we need to evolve into a species that consistently thinks about social, economic, and environmental justice. But more on that later. Next on our list of guidelines, sustainable development must be inclusive.
I just wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school. I wish that I could bake a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and we'd all eat, be happy.
Not exclusive.
You can't sit with us!
All people of Earth must be involved. One class can't change the course and fate of the entire natural world. That's why all that justice stuff was so important. All people across the globe must be brought to a higher standard of living in a way that doesn't compromise the environment. Next up on our checklist toward a sustainable future, drumroll please. That was more impressive than I thought it'd be. Wow. Props to them. Props to them. Back to our list. Sustainable development has to be proactive.
Welcome to the new world of proactive.
Not reactive. We have to prepare and plan for huge events like population growth and scarcity of resources. We can't just wait to see what havoc they bring and then freak out trying to fix everything. Preventative measures are much more logical. We need to take precautions before it's too late. And frankly, we're getting pretty darn close to too late. Hear that? That means it's time for the open letter. An open letter to the people who still drive Hummers. Dear Hummer owners, didn't everyone stop owning Hummers after they faded out of style in, 2008? Why exactly did they fall out of style?
Oh yeah!
The Hummer has the worst gas mileage of any commercial vehicle, hovering somewhere around 9 miles per gallon. Not only this, but because of the ridiculous weight of the car, Hummers are exempt from meeting many of today's emission standards. That means Hummers can pollute more than any other car on the road. Hummers emit over 3 times more carbon dioxide than any average car. Not only are you environmentally unconscious Hummer owners, but you've also just spent at minimum $50,000 on a car that only gains you frequent trips to your local gas station and judgment from anyone who sees you driving. Best wishes, Sabrina Mangiello. Focusing back on sustainable development, it must be attracting.
Do you trust me?
I trust you.
All right. Open your eyes.
I'm flying.
Not attacking.
Once the seals have finished breeding, the giant sharks will move on.
People can't be forced into change. They have to be drawn to it because it's the right thing to do. Environmental advocates need to lead and inspire others by positive example, not by guilt or pressure. When people want to make a change because of justice and scientific argument, that's when things can begin to improve. Next on the list, sustainable development also involves assisting the disadvantaged.
Text yes to 7005 to donate £5 and save someone's life.
Not taking advantage.
But I did it wrong at first. I did what I call now freestyle cheating, where you just kind of turn your head and peek off the person next to you's paper.
Bringing this all back to the justice thing. Environmental justice is extremely important to implement. Everyone has the right to work and live in an environment that's both clean and safe. Worldwide receiving of living wages, which is enough money to only support your own family's life, is crucial. Instead, companies and corporations exploit workers to reduce the cost of manufacturing goods and growing food. This kind of injustice helps no one and moves us back as a species. The thing we need to strive toward most of all is a sustainable yield. Get it? Because the sustain and the yield. Never mind. Sustainability is the maximum rate that any renewable resource can be used without reducing its availability to those using it. Unfortunately, there are tons of indications that we aren't living today with a sustainable yield. Shrinking forests, soil degradation, global warming, and even desertification. And almost all of this is caused by humans not being conscious. Our unthinking waste of resources really does impact the world. Poverty and rapidly increasing population growth aren't just things to be overlooked. We have one world. When this one's gone, that's it. We don't get any second chance. So let's make this run a good one. Stay sustainable, my friend.